Hi guys. I have not held a camera in years. Well, this is my phone. I don't know why I said a camera. Like I don't know. I low-key got kicked out of my room, so we live in the kitchen now. Just get used to this. I still got my book bag on. I just came back from school. Like, look at me. I'm such a studious young student. Like, I'm so studious. I'm so studious. Studious. You said shut up? All right, my fault. I was talking to people like in my Instagram DMs. If you ever want to talk to me, Instagram on the screen. Look how I'm editing. I'm putting sound effects. Look, do the sound effect again. Do it again. I told you, I know how to do YouTube sometimes. I'm really a YouTuber. Like, I know how to do this. Stop playing with me. But I was talking to people in my DMs, and they were saying, like, Che, like, we want to see something other than the reactions. Like, the reactions are cool, but, like, give us something else. I was like, what do you want from me? Like, I don't have nothing for you. She's like, play a game. I was like, I'm on a laptop. Like, I record all my videos on a laptop. Like, I'm not giving you a game. Then they were like, oh, do this, do that. And then one person was like, yo, you should tell story times. And I low-key like that idea. So I'm about to tell y'all the time about how I almost got left on a flight. This is like a FaceTime. Like, this is like me and you on FaceTime. Like, we're just talking back and forth, okay? Y'all ready? Boom. This happened when I was 15 years old. 15 years old was what, 2023? So this happened in 2023. In 2023, my dad had a person of interest who lived in the city of Atlanta. For those of y'all that don't know, I am from the DMV. I'm from Maryland. I was born and raised in Maryland. However, all my family is from Maryland. My dad was talking to a woman who lived in Atlanta. So he was having a little long distance relationship, you know. Y'all know how that go. Like you probably got a long distance boyfriend right now, you know. Y'all talking about, oh, I can't wait to see you. You're never gonna see him. Like, you relate. Like, you relate so much. Like, you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, my dad had a long distance girlfriend who lived in Atlanta. And he used to fly to Atlanta all the time because he's an adult. You are a kid, so you can't see your boyfriend or your girlfriend. But my dad, he's an adult, so he can go see his girlfriend, you know? And pretty much, he would just fly to Atlanta, come back, you know? We would be on our own, you know? I'm a mature, you know, smart, studious, exquisite. I'm an exquisite young man, you know? I'm very exquisite for my age. So he would leave us by ourselves, and I would take care of my little sister. I thought someone was sneaking in through the back door. Y'all see that? I thought someone was breaking in. I thought I was recording a crime. Anyways, I'm very exquisite. I'm very trustable. I'm very reliable. I'm very responsible. I'm very thorough. I'm a very thorough young man. There was this one time where, I don't know why. I'm not sure I don't know why we flew out. But he flew all of us down to Atlanta. And I'm going to be real, bro. I'm not going to lie. I don't like flying, bro. I don't like flying. If you live in Maryland, there's only like 2 real airports for real. We either went to Regal, which is in DC, or we went to BWI, which is in Baltimore. So we went to the BWI airport, and it was smooth sailing. Like, we went from Baltimore, we flew all the way to Atlanta. Like, it was good. It was cool. Like, we was coolin'. It was a fun time. Whatever. Boom. That's not the story though. The story is the flight back to Maryland. That's where the story's from. So let's really lock in. Atlanta has this airport. I'm not sure what the airport. I'm not from Atlanta, so I don't know what the airport is called. But it's this dumb big airport. Like, it's big. It's industrial. It's like it's a factory. It's like a factory size, airport. I don't know why I keep thinking someone is back there trying to sneak up on me in the middle of my video. Factory size airport. I didn't have my phone on me for some reason. Either my phone was dead. I can't remember. That's why I didn't want to tell story times, because I don't really remember all the details. But I didn't have my phone for some reason. And there was I don't know how airports work. Like, there was like this, my dad could like go in like this line pretty much where he could skip the line. But I had to go through the line. Like, I couldn't skip with him. I was like, yo, like, tell him I'm your son. Like, me and my dad kind of look similar. So I was like, yo, like, tell him, like, yo, it's my son, let him through. He said, no, no, son, no let you through. You got to go through the line. I'm going to be on the other side waiting for you. I said, okay, what if I don't see you? He said, these benches, just sit by the benches or sit on the bench, whatever. I'm going to be there, though, you know, because I'm going to be out the line faster than you because I'm not going through the line. You're going to be in the line. If you've never been on a flight, the line I'm referring to is the TSA line. The way that a flight works, I know a little bit now. The way a flight works is you got to come through. First, you have to claim all your baggage, give the people your bag so they can put it on the plane. And then you go to TSA. TSA is the people that make sure you don't have a weapon. That's their job. They make sure you don't have a weapon. So you have to go in this line, take your shoes off. Those are the people that you hear that's like, oh, they're so rude. The airport people are so rude. They're talking about TSA. TSA is so rude. After that, then you go to your flight and you fly to whatever city you're going to. I'm at the TSA line. I'm a little kid. I'm wondering, like, I'm seeing people saying, like, take out your IDs, take out your IDs. I don't have an ID. So I'm just like, he's looking at me dead in my eyes like, you, sir, yeah, take out the ID. And I'm just looking at him like, okay. I go in my pocket, I'm about to get it. And then he walks away and I go back to bobbing my head to nothing. Like, it's too easy, bro. I'm finessing you. I'm just finessing them. They keep on yelling, take out your IDs at the thing, get ready. Get ready for takeoff, ready, set, go. They're doing all this, trying to scare you. I'm just chilling, you know? I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. We get through the whole line, you know, me and you, because you were in the story too, bro. We got through the line. So after we got through the whole line, there was this lady. She was like this. She was talking to the other people. I think you, yes, you're going to go through that line right there. Yes, you, okay. Scan that. Yes, okay, you go through that line right there. Yeah, you. Yes, okay, you go through. Then she got to me. Her demeanor, just like that. Y'all see? So I walk up, you know, I'm about to reenact it for y'all. I walk up. Hey, ma'am. I said, good afternoon, ma'am. She said, what's up, sweet cakes? That was strike one. That was my first red flag. I really didn't appreciate sweet cakes. What? Are you trying to call first of all, are you referring to my butt? Are you calling my butt cake? Are you calling my butt sweet? Sweet cakes? I'm not with that. Don't be calling me sweet cakes. I don't consent. You need my consent for certain things. Like, people think consent is just for, like, you mean? Like, no, consent is for everything for me. Like, you need my consent to call me sweet cakes, and I will never consent to that ever in my life. Like, that needs to stop now. Okay, that needs to be concluded. Sweet cakes, I never want to hear that again. So that was strike one. Y'all know how I do the strike system in my react. That was strike one. She said, how old are you, baby? I really didn't appreciate that, but it wasn't a full strike. I said, yeah, I'm 15. Okay. She, okay. You don't have no ID, do you? No, ma'am. You need to be 21 to have an ID. No, I don't have an ID. Like, asking me stupid questions. Like, it's low-key strike two, but it wasn't. She says, let me see your boarding pass. You get your boarding pass when you put your bags on baggage claim. So after you put your bags on baggage claim, they give you a boarding pass. So I had a boarding pass at this point. I give her my boarding pass. She says, what's your name? She's trying to quiz me like I don't know my name. She's like, what's your name? I said, Che. What's your last name? I said my last name. What's your birthday? July 9th. What year? I'm like, look, girl, are you serious? Like, I said the year I was born. Like, are you serious? Like, this is pretty weak. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Can we talk about that? That's like so weak. Imagine if I'm like identity swapping at the airport. You think I haven't read the information on the boarding pass? You think I don't know? I see his name. I see this person's last name. I see the date they were born. I see their flight number. Like, I see the seat that I'm supposed to sit in. Like, I see all of that, bro. What type of identification check is that? Like, you might as well just let me through. Like, are you serious? What's your name? What's your birthday? That was the pop quiz? That was what was supposed to stump the villains? Imagine, like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, you thought that, like, if I was trying to really sneak on the plane, I was going to give you the thing, and I was going to look at you, and you was going to say, what's your name? Aha! Drats. You're one of the good ones. You're one of the ones who know my methods. Shucky darns. Like, nah, bro. Like, that is so trash, bro. Like, we need to update the system. Like, that is like, the villains are winning, bro. The villains are they're gonna start cracking the code, okay? They're gonna start sealing the deal. Like, we need to really update the servers. The method is trash. After she gave me the weakest pop quiz of all time, I went through TSA. And after you get through giving them your identification or your boarding pass, whatever, they take you to where the area where you have like a bucket and you have to put like all your belongings in the bucket and take your shoes off and take any big coats off and put it all in the bucket and slide it through like this, like, I think it's like a heat seeker. Like, it's like a heat seeking missile. No, it's not a heat seeking missile. It's like a heat seeker. It's like tracking for heat. I don't know. It's something that pretty much says like, if you have a gun in that bucket, like, the thing will go off and you're cooked. You're kicked out of the airport. Then they have these metal detectors. You got to walk through the metal detectors. So I put everything in the bucket and I slide it. Now I'm thinking to myself, at this point, I'm like, bro, she just took dumb long with this stupid quiz. Like, this quiz just took up low-key a lot of my time. Like, what am I going to do for real? Like, I'm like, yo, my pop probably already made it through. Like, he already skipped the line. I've already been here for like 15 minutes. Then she quizzed me for 5 minutes. Like, that's 20 minutes. Like, he probably think I walked off. Remember that. Because they still be trying to blame me for this to this day. They be trying to blame me for this story to this day. So I'm setting the record straight. So this is what happened, right? Boom. I take all my shoes off. I take everything off. I get butt naked. Cool. Whoa. I didn't get butt naked. I don't know why that happened. That was a blooper. I take all my things off. I put it in the bucket. I slide it through the thing. Boom. I come through the metal detector. Ring, 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 ring. The thing goes off. I'm thinking like, yo, I'm scared because I'm thinking someone's going to tackle me. I think it's over. I'm almost about to run. But then I remember on my wrist, I had an Apple Watch. He comes through. He's like, hey, step to the side, young man. Yeah. Step to the side. Step to the side, young man. Yeah. I ain't mean to grip y'all neck like that. That was... I did not mean to grip your neck like that. I was just trying to move y'all because y'all were about to like fall. I'm here to catch you if you fall. Oh, okay. So pretty much he says, step to the side, young man. He starts tapping my waist. He starts tapping my butt. He starts tapping my chest. He's just rubbing all up on me. And it's not even given like, oh, you trying to check to see if I got something on me. Like, are you serious? Like, he's tapping my butt. He's tapping like, all right, I just jumped and spanked myself. I don't know what is wrong with me. Y'all see this, like, part of your body right here? Like, he's tapping right here, like, on the side, though. Like, if I was trying to smuggle in a weapon, I promise you I wouldn't have it dead on my side. Like, what am I, a cowboy? Like, you think it's in a holster? Like, dog, no. My fault, y'all. We had to relocate. We're in my second favorite place of all time, the PP room. Someone told me I should give y'all a freeform tutorial. So, if y'all want that, like, I'll do that. But only if y'all want it, though. That's not here nor there, though. The young man, the man, he starts tapping me in places where the weapon would never be. He does a terrible checkup on me. Low-key, I really needed someone to go and, like, check on the people at the Atlantic airport. Like, make sure, like, every flight is safe. Like, can we have, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you would do that, but just please do it. Like, I don't think the residents of Atlanta are safe, like, at all. Like, just based off of, like, the young woman testing me and, like, the person patting me down, like, on my shoulders. He's, like, tapping my shoulder to see if the gun is on my shoulder. Like, dog. All the villains are smoking the Atlantic airport. Like, I promise you, bro. If the villains ever wanted to go anywhere and they lived in Atlanta, they're good. They can smuggle anything they want, anywhere they want. Like, they're good. After that, he takes, like, 3 minutes. Like, a minute 30. Pats me down, cool. My stuff's on the other side. I get my stuff, I put my stuff back on, and my father is not there. So I'm thinking like, okay, like, it's just me, my dad, and I have a little sister. It's just me, my dad, and my little sister. That's it. My dad and my little sister not there. It's just, I'm on the other side. I'm like, wow. Okay. So I'm just chilling. I sit there for a little minute, okay. And I try and think to myself, like, where could they possibly have went? I'm like, bro. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, are they in the other side? Because, like, it's not even like they just went in front of the line. They went a whole different way. Like, I don't know, bro. You have to ask my dad, bro. I don't know. But he went, like, a whole other way than when I went. So I was like, let me see if he's like still in, like maybe like the people in the special line, like maybe the people in the special line, like there's a lot of people, like maybe there's a line there too. Like it's not like he's just skipping a line and coming here. Maybe there's a second line. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking, I see this door. I'm like, okay, bet, I'm about to walk out the door. I'm about to go, you know, and it kind of was in the direction of where he went. So I'm like, maybe, you know, maybe if I go through the door, I'll see my dad on the other side. I open the door, I'm like, Pops, I'm here. Pops wasn't there. No Pops. The door also closed behind me. I opened it, I walked all the way through. Pops! I was ready for his embrace. I thought he was gonna be there like hugging me like it was a test. He was like, I knew you would complete it, son. I thought that's what was gonna happen. So I walked all the way through. Pops, I'm ready. And he wasn't there. I turn around, the door closed. I try to open the door. Click, click, click. It's locked. So I went all the way back in line. I kid you not. I went all the way through TSA again. I went in the same line. It was the same length. So I went through another 15 minutes. The lady didn't quiz me this time because I didn't want to go to her again, because then she would kind of, I was scared, like, what if, like, you know, like, if I was working at TSA and, like, I seen the same kid twice, no. You step to the side. Actually, 305, send in the security officers. Apprehend this young man. So I went to, like, a whole another guy, like, because you could low-key, like, I don't know how, like, the airport was weird. Like, you couldn't choose who you got, but, like, you could kind of tilt the odds in your favor. So I just tilted the odds away from her. I kind of stepped in a whole different, like, you know what I'm saying? And I had the other guy check me. Pretty much, he checked me cool. He gave me a weaker test. He kind of was just like, he said, hey, shorty. He said, hey, shorty, what's good, shorty? Or something like that. He called me a shorty. I really wasn't with that either, but it was nothing beats sweet cakes. Sweet cakes is forever, like, worst thing I've ever been called in my life. So yeah, shorty, what's good, shorty? I don't know. I guess that's like Atlantic lingo. Someone got to put me on in the comments. After he, like, quizzed me, he was like, oh, like, he just said, are you over 21? I said, nah. He said, how old are you? 15. What year were you born? I told him the year, and that was it. Like, he didn't even need my name or nothing. Like, the test was even weaker. After that, I went through the same thing again. I took the bucket out. I put everything in the bucket. I put my shoes in the bucket. I put my bag in the bucket. I put my boarding pass in the bucket. And I take my watch off this time because that's what got me last time. I put everything in the bucket. Remember that. I slide the bucket through. Remember that. I went through the metal detector. It didn't go off. I come on the other side. I kid you not. My bucket takes like 3 minutes. The way buckets work, I want y'all to know it's a bucket. It's a little container. There's a container in front of you, which is the person in front of you, and there's a container behind you, which is the person behind you. My container was here. The person in front of me got their container. The person in front of them got their container. So this person got their container, this person got their container. Now it's my container's turn. The person behind me gets their container. Where's my container at? I wait a couple more minutes because I'm like, bro, like, this is the only place it could be. It's not like I got to go to a different lot. Like, this is the only place it could be. Like, where's my container at? My container comes through. Everything is in my container. They didn't steal nothing. It's not like no one stole my phone or stole my anything. I had everything. I put everything on. The only thing that was missing out of my container was my boarding pass. My dad's still not here. I don't know where he's at. So now I'm just thinking, bro. I'm like, bro, the boarding pass said something about C15. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm about to just walk down. There's a door here, right? Let's say this door is the door that I stepped out of that locked me out. Remember that door? That's this door. This way is a hall. So I'm walking this way. I'm seeing, like, because there's no way they can lock me out of the hall. Like, there's no door to lock me out. So I'm walking down the hall. I see 25, 23. I said, okay, the thing says C9. So I'm about to just walk to 9. T25, T24, T23. I walk all the way down to T1. Because I'm thinking that after T comes A, so I'm thinking, boom, then I'm going to walk all the way down A, boom, then I'm going to walk down B, and then I'm going to get to C9. I walked all the way down to T1, and that was it. The airport ended. Like, that was the end of the airport. So I was like, damn, like, maybe, like, I'm like, damn, like, what do I, you know, like, this is like an ultimate level. Like, what do I do to succeed here? I'm out of options. So I'm thinking, like, maybe it said T9. So I go to T9. T9 doesn't have no one there. My dad's not there. No one's there. The flight, there's, like, literally it's empty. Like, there's no airport. There's no airplane there. Like, There's no one there. So I'm like, okay, it can't be T9. It has to be C9. I walk back. I sit down. I'm just thinking. I ask a person. I'm like, yo, can you help me? He said, no, I'm busy. Walked all the way off. Okay, cool. You're busy. That's fine. I asked another person, can you help me? She looked at me and she looked away. I'm like, okay. People in Atlanta are anti-help. You know, they're anti-alliances. They don't like to lend you a helping hand. Okay, that's fine. How am I going to get to C9? I look down the hall that I went down. The hall's here. But there's also stairs that go down. So I'm like, bet, I haven't checked the stairs. Maybe down the stairs is C. I see a lot of people going down the stairs too. So I'm like, I'm looking at the people. They're all going down the stairs. So I'm thinking, okay, the stairs is where I gotta go. I go down the stairs and there's this sign. It says, you are here, T. Then it says A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's it. I look at the train. People are getting on the train. I realize, bro, I probably got to get on this train because I'm at the T terminals. I probably got to hop on the train, get from T, go through A, go through B, and get to the C terminals, of which I will go to C9, to then which get on the flight. At this point, I'm not even looking for my dad no more. I'm like, bro, I just got to get to Maryland. Like, these people calling me sweet cakes. These people, I'm asking for help. They looking at me like I'm a creature. They're looking at me like I'm a monster. They said, I can't be in this city forever. No, I actually need to leave now. My time in this city has expired. I've overstayed my welcome, clearly. If my dad's there, cool. If he's not, he gonna get there eventually. And if he doesn't, I'm gonna be in Maryland. And that's all I can. Honestly, that was really an awful plan because I was 15. I couldn't drive. I couldn't call nobody. I didn't have a phone. I really couldn't do nothing, you know. I realized like, yo, I probably should get on the train. I'm scared because I'm like, if I get on the train, like, and if I'm wrong, like, that is going to be so much time wasted, like, because it's T, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In order to get back to T, I would have to wait for it to go from C to A to all the way to G to then go back to F to E to, like, that's a lot of time being wasted. At that point, the flight probably departed. I'm thinking like, bro, I don't even know when the flight departs. What if it departed? What am I going to do when the flight departs and I'm not on the plane? I'm on the little subway thingy-majiggy. It's people smoking. I'm just like, yeah, bro, smoke it up. I'm a rock star. Oh, yeah. I pass A, nothing happens. I pass B, nothing happens. From the transition from B to C, in the middle of it, the train stops in the middle of the subway. The train just comes to a screeching halt. I'm like, who is halting the train? Who is like, dog, I need to see my dad. Like, what? I need to get home. Like, what? How did the train stop? Who stopped it? So I'm just on the train again, bro. I'm just like, bro, I'm praying to God. I'm like, Lord, just please reunite me with my father. And eventually we get to the C terminals. And as I'm passing, I lock eyes with my dad. I see my dad. My dad must not have seen me, but I see my dad. But he looked real stressed. He looked real scared. He looked like he missed his son. So I'm thinking like, yo, I'm about to come relieve him. Like, Pops, like, I'm like, yo, I'm about to get off the train. I'm about to jump and give him a hug. And we're going to run and make it to the plane at the last minute. The plane, I get off the train. He's about to get on the train. I say, Pops. That's how I call my dad. Pops. My dad turned around. He snatched my sister off the thing because the doors was about to close. He snatched her off. I'm getting ready for the hug that I've been waiting for. I made it. I passed the test. Bring it in. My pop come through. He gripped me by my shirt and lift me up. He said, what the hell are you doing? I really don't know what I was supposed to say to that. I don't know what I did wrong, for real. Like, even looking back now, I don't know what I did wrong. But I understand where he was coming from. He was very frustrated because, I mean, like, he just almost lost me. What would he do without me? He gripped me up by my shirt. Yeah, what are you doing? I'm just like, I waited where you told me to be. Shut up! He told me to shut up. He spat all on my forehead and my nose. I'm like, okay. We're walking up the stairs. I don't think he called me an idiot. But he was just walking up the stairs just mad, like, because, like, I was being dumb. I don't know. And then I kind of was like, damn, I still don't have my boarding pass. I'm am I gonna wait until we get to the gate to then tell him I don't have my boarding pass? Nah. I told him that then and there. So I was like, Dad. He said, what? He turned around in fury and anguish. I said, I don't got my boarding pass. My phone is like overheating. It's stressed out. It doesn't know how to record videos. So I'm gonna try and make this quick. Pretty much after that, after I told my dad, I was like, yo, like, Dad, I don't have my boarding pass. My dad was like, yeah, well, what am I supposed to do about that? But he said it like way more angrily. And I was like, I really don't know. Like, I know I can't do anything about it. So I just told the adult, maybe the adult could do something, but if not, like, that's fine. Like, I don't know. So he was mad about that. Then we went to the gate. The lady at the front who like checks your boarding pass to make sure you have one, she ended up seeing that I got one, and like, I don't know, she went in her computer and like printed one. I don't know. But she gave me a boarding pass so I could join the plane, whatever. Boom, we got on the flight and we went home. And ever since then, people have been just like, because, you know, my dad, I'm not gonna lie, my dad is a gossiper. You know, he kind of like, you know, he tells the family like, oh, look what your nephew did today. Like, you know, he kind of just tells them a lot about me. So everyone kind of been like acting like I'm just a fool after that. Rightfully so. But not really, because I feel like, I don't know. Am I tripping? Like, someone in the comments, like, let me know, like, what I should have done differently. But I love y'all. That's really the end of the story. So I love y'all to the moon and back as long as my heart is beating and my lungs are breathing. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.